Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh, these energies this week are crazy. Cray cray. They are super cray cray. I still haven't got my voice back because I haven't been getting enough sleep. I've been so tired every single day this week. The astrologers were not kidding when they said that this week would be really heavy, and it has been. No surprise for me. The last solar eclipses, the one in October last year and the one in April last year, I didn't do well. Like lunar eclipse, I'm great. I'm high vibing. When it comes to the solar eclipse, I don't know what it is. My energies are just always off. And we have a solar eclipse this Saturday. And so I'm just like, okay, I need to sleep it off. I've been extremely tired. I took like an almost 2 hour nap today. I don't know. These energies are crazy. And, as you guys know, March is a month of so much transformation. It's like a cosmic reset. And so, even though it is intense, but it's all for our greater good because it is to purify us, it is to cleanse, it is to clear out what is no longer serving us, what is no longer meant for us. And I know it's super intense, and a lot of us can be like, oh my God, why is this happening to me? But remember to ask, what is this teaching me? What is this doing for me? So remember not to get into victim mentality, but remind yourself that something is happening, something is brewing for a reason, and it is to teach you something. A lot of us are being called to rest, hydrate as much as possible this week, and rest as much as possible. Again, I have no energy. My head has been so foggy, but it is what it is, and we just have to surrender and let things be. Because you guys know, we have the solar eclipse this Saturday. We're in the Mercury retrograde. We're in Venus retrograde. We just had the spring equinox. There's just so much in the month of March, but again, for our greater good. Now, when it comes to twin flames, what's going on in the collective? Divine feminines are fully stepping into their power. I posted this video about when the divine masculine finally admits their feelings and the divine feminine is just kind of like, yeah, I'm out. Now, I know that that's not going to happen with everybody. And I feel what is really happening is so many divine feminines, since Venus went into retrograde March 1st, or since that cosmic shift February 28th, it felt like a divinely orchestrated detachment among the collective. So many divine feminines started to feel very detached, and it was already happening for some earlier on, but there was just something like a big reset that happened recently among the divine feminines to feel super detached. And it's not to be in resentment for your divine masculine. Like my dear friend Alice, Green Goddess Aura, posted today, such a lovely video. I recommend you guys watch. And that was something I wanted to share as well, that we don't want to be resentful towards our divine masculine. This is not about detaching from them. It's not about letting go of them. It is about letting go of expectations. It's about letting go of the outcome, detaching from the outcome, letting go of the how and the when, and just leaving it in God's hands, surrendering it to God, to the universe, to source. It is about standing in our power and no longer accepting breadcrumbs, no longer accepting the bare minimum. And, just as like a lot of people say, you either come in correct or don't come at all. And it's not being egoic. It's not being selfish. It's just that divine feminines really need to rise. And for so long, many divine feminines tolerated the bare minimum. They tolerated the breadcrumbs. They tolerated them coming in and out. And that's not fair to us. That's not what a divine feminine should receive. But that happens so that the divine feminine gets pushed to understand what she does or what they deserve and what they don't deserve. This happens. This is why separation happens, to push the divine feminine to rise. And it is finally happening. That's why there's so much going on astrologically and cosmically. It is to push the divine feminine to rise. And what happens when the divine feminine finally detaches? It's like, I know at first when the divine feminine starts detaching and they're not really feeling the divine masculine, they're like, you know what, like a lot of divine feminines kind of like, I could go with the soulmate. I don't mind, like I'm putting myself out there, or whatever it is. Like a lot of divine feminines are choosing to put themselves out there either on dating apps or willing to meet other people because they deserve divine love. They're ready to receive divine love. They're not willing to receive someone that's just like dangling a carrot and then just like going away. Like that's not what a divine feminine wants anymore. And they're finally standing in their power, setting boundaries, realizing, hold on a second, this isn't what I want. You know, it's like they're finally knowing their worth, which is exactly what divine feminines have to do. And once the divine feminine actually steps in her power, into their power, and knows their worth, loves themselves, like really, really loves themselves. And that's not a selfish thing. When I say you love yourself, it's not like you're super independent, because I got a lot of backlash in one of my videos on YouTube recently about like women loving themselves and not depending their their value on a man's validation. And so many men commented on that video, unawakened men, saying like, oh, women are too independent, women need to depend on men. I'm like, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying we have to be independent. I'm saying we're not supposed to depend our worth on a man. But this is why, like, it's the divide of the 3D and the 5D, the conscious, the aware and unaware people. But you can't please everybody. You can't make people aware or understand what you're saying. But anyway, what I'm trying to get at is a woman has to, or divine feminine has to fully step into their power and really know their worth and have that self-respect. Because so many of us divine feminines, we are such people pleasers, and we allow the bare minimum, and because we were so, in anxious attachment, and we wanted to be loved, and we wanted, our divine masculine to pick us. But how can a divine masculine pick us and love us if we weren't loving ourselves? We didn't know what we wanted. We didn't know what we deserved. And now that divine feminines are finally understanding what they deserve and they want the best treatment, this is exactly where divine feminines need to be. I know not everybody's there and every journey is unique and individual, but divine feminines have to get to this point. And once the divine feminine finally detaches and gets to a place of self-love, self-worth, self-respect, and is only accepting really like pure divine love, that's what pushes the divine masculine to wake up and rise. So many divine masculines are going to be rising. This is exactly why all of this is happening in the month of March. It's like a cosmic reset. So you're most likely going to see, even though divine feminines are in this energy of like, I don't want to wait anymore, I'm done. We have to, I'm not saying you have to wait for your divine masculine. You choose to do whatever you want. But I fully believe, fully believe, even though, there's times where I'm like, I'm over it, right? There's times where I'm just like, I'm over it. I deserve so much more. I still have faith, and I still have that knowing that the divine masculines are still going to be coming. The divine masculines need time and compassion, right? I'm not saying you have to give them everything, but we have to be of love, and we have to be of forgiveness, right? Again, it doesn't mean give them whatever they want, but you have that faith and that certainty. I don't want to keep you in a holding pattern. I don't want to keep you in a loop of waiting around for your divine masculine, because that's not what this journey is about. This journey is about awakening the divine feminine to fully step into their power and really love themselves, like really, really love themselves, to get to the point where they finally receive that divine love and they get on their mission to serve God, serve humanity, whatever it is that they're meant to be doing on this earth, okay? As we shift the earth's vibrations into 5D earth. That's what this journey is about. And it is about you stepping into your authentic truth, your authenticity. So many people are just living a false life and appeasing to what society wants, appeasing to like whatever they think people want from them. But you have to step into your power. And that's why I love a lot of my clients are finally realizing their truth, and they're speaking their truth, setting their boundaries with their divine masculine, even though it was so hard for them. But it's like, no, I don't care if you get triggered by what I have to say. This is my truth, and you either take it or leave it. Take me as I am or leave me, right? Just as that song from Rent. That's the power, that's the energy divine feminines have to be in. And that's what pushes the divine masculine to wake up and rise and come forward to the divine feminine. Once the divine feminine rises, so will the divine masculine. Much love and God bless.